Oh God, what rhymes with duck?
I can think of a lot of things that rhyme with duck.
Just our luck.
I hate being a writer.
I'll sit down to write when I have the time, but the blinking cursor taunts me like a, well...
If I knew, I'd write it down. My brain shuts off when I want to think.
And inconveniently, it turns on at 12:33 a.m. exactly.
My characters won't stop shouting at me.
I dream epic fight scenes that I can't remember when I wake up.
I fall in love and then forget that imaginary person's name and why I seem to like him so much.
Those forgotten moments haunt me when I close my eyes.
My notes app is a graveyard of broken sentences and my search history is marked as criminally insane behavior.
I'm surprised the FBI hasn't thrown me in jail yet.
That'd make a good story. I should write that down. Wait, how did it go again?
I make empty promises to sit down and write when I get a minute.
But those minutes turn from childhood dreams to adult nightmares.
Nightmares that would make great books if I could remember them.
A tortured artist trapped in their own fading mind.
A mind that seems to make up endless tales that I chase like a dog.
Fairy tales to happy tales. I'm going off the rails.
Crazy brain.
I'm insane. I'm gonna go jump off a train. And yet I'm not writing these overflowing word jumbles down, nor do I pay attention in class.
Yet another subject of my life I'm incompetent at, math.
X equals Y, am I doing this to myself? Instead of catching Z's, I'm watching that stupid blinking cursor at 12:34 a.m.
My inspiration as prevalent as my sleep schedule.
Like an absent father gone to get a milk. My brain as curdled as the milk. I don't even know how to use prevalent in a sentence, but you probably didn't even notice I used it wrong.
That's how writers hook you into their stories.
Like the claws of a snail.
Those don't have claws.
But the brightness of the computer screen feels like nails piercing into my eyeballs.
Or ocular orbital organs of sight, if you will.
Or if you won't.
You probably shouldn't. Shanty.
What will we do if a drunken say Macarena? It's 12:35 a.m. on a Monday morning and I've lost all of my street cred.
My characters have been named Absent Father number 2 and Curdled Nut.
They're about to go fight 100 sea pirates, all named Bob.
And they have broken the 34th wall at this point.
My fingers are rapidly firing written shots via my keyboard, but every time I try to type a letter, it comes out a semicolon?
I, don't know how with a $ one do this at.
12:36 a.m. on a Monday morning.
And I've written 30 lines of pure gibberish.
It's a start.
Perhaps to a beautiful love story about Absent Father number 2 and Curdled Milk, cannonballing into the deep blue sea to earn their freedom.
One day, with my own 2 optical orbital organs of sight.
I'll read this in a book, found on the Barnes & Noble's clearance table, and think,
I made it. Thank you.
A play on memories.
They flew through the air, soon breath went between their hair. As they fell, they became alive. Laughing and breathing, their friend's hand roughly slapped their back.
You're it,
they said with a breathy smile, and with bittersweet resentment, laughs filled the air. This was the purest form of joy, and that's all it had to be, for the time being.
Mythos and martyr, more phenomenon than family, walking the path they called life beside me. With footsteps she so carelessly carved into the stone of expectation, footsteps I tread lightly, strictly, never straying or stepping too quickly, through sand and park slides, up and down the big hill out back of the old house. Across wood floors and steep carpet steps, following down this path she shaped with the praise of our shapers, because she did it first, she did it better. Will I be stuck playing catch-up forever? Will I be stuck carving out space to be a person beside her, or learn to? Because she learned all the lessons 2 years ago. And I think if we were 2 different people, 2 people who didn't just happen to grow up in the same house, loved by proximity and obligation and every sort of okay childhood memory, I think I would hate her. Or at least not like her that much. Would my hypothetical other sister love me better?
When we're older, will things still be the same? Toddler hands hold tight to the imagination they still share. I worry,
are things okay at home?
Wanting all the time in the world to make sure they stay curious. I worry
they won't wash their hands.
Or tell the truth or fall in love with the world. I hope they will be kind and brave. I hope the future won't collapse before I get to see it.
I hope I will live to remember it.
Do you remember
a time
when your greatest freedom was merely a symptom of the imagination? When your only viable form of escape lay not in the physical realm, but in the escapades of your mind? to slip back into those vivid clouds while the adult world went on below, obligated and burdened, was each spare minute's devoted occupation.
Do you remember a time?
When freedom shared its meaning with fantasy, it seems stored in the deepest seed, the first stem of a forest of thoughts, because freedom becomes tangled in the branching imagination from the moment we begin to dream.
It begins the day we realize the bounds of our privilege.
Suddenly, my door drifts open, like a billowing blanket in a breeze. I can already feel the clouds disappear, the leaves flowing into the stratosphere, with my father's stern hands still tight on the handle.
Light floods through the door's breach, obscuring the gap between the
Worlds of imagination and reality.
Sitting on the floor, rocking back and forth, the hums of ideas spreading through the air. Smiles and laughter were all we could hear, with shared looks and silly glances. This group was all we needed. Our phones had long since faded, but our parents were waiting. So we walked upstairs, our giggles never wavering, and as the doors closed,
The only things that remained were memories.
This morning I woke up to a layer of frost, the world cast in a thin sheet of glass, captured in crystal, shining like silver. It is winter.
The sun rises higher,
Higher.
higher. Further away, we can't feel its fire.
Nothing is like winter. There is magic in the brisk wind. Snowflakes play in the air. Tiny glass dancers, fragile and unique. They land gracefully on my tongue, then they melt.
Clouds roll in slow,
Slow.
slow, bringing despair, heartache, and snow.
I remember when I used to fit in my little red sled, days spent outside until my fingers were numb. Then, with my nose dripping, I'd sit in front of the open oven clutching a mug of cocoa.
Snowflakes falling down,
Down.
down, searching alone for the frost-covered ground.
The days were thrilling when you could rush out to your front lawn to see the snow, the white, a cloud that has fallen from the sky to coat the ground.
The wind whips fast,
Fast.
fast. Through all the earth it bites and it blasts.
It is cold. To breathe in the crisp frozen air, to let it fill your lungs, to breathe out a string of steam and pretend you are a dragon.
Reflecting rays burn,
Born.
burn.
The snow glitters. It is so bright.
From the mirror hung low, to myself I turn.
The light reflects off the snow and into my eyes, as clear, as bright as a mirror.
Children laughing, play,
Play.
play, till mother calls them in from the cold winter's day.
It's now too cold. A deadly cold that sinks deep into my bones, that I try to only feel from the run to the house to the core. My cheeks are hotter than they should be, but my body aches from the cold.
Tiny hands reach out,
Out.
out. From the warmth of the furnace they push and they crowd.
Winter is dark. The darkness consumes my thoughts. The sun has left the earth, and it will never come back.
Their cocoa is hot, their noses are red, content with their day, smiling with friends.
In the eternal night, life gets harder, as if without light there is no spirit. It's a snow so heavy it weighs you down even in bed, and when you get up, you have left your soul behind.
How simple are children in the cold and bitter, seeing not the despair that comes with winter.
The snow is not frozen glitter. It never has been. It is cold and wet and sludge that soaks into your boots, and you are wet and cold, and no matter how hard you try, you no longer fit in your little sled.
Their love is unbridled, their playfulness free. Children they are, and always will be.
You no longer wake up and greet the world outside with excitement, because now it is just another chore, just another dark day, and in its somber quiet, you think to yourself, I wish it was over.
Their joy will not stop, the fun never ends, even when winter comes knocking again.
Spring is coming. You can feel it in the air. Then, before you know it, winter will show itself once more.
The grass is growing now, just like you and I, and with each other, hand in hand, I know everything will be all right.